Hi and welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this, chances are you're a guitar player. And if you're a guitar player, chances are you've been asked this question at some point or other. Why did you start playing guitar? Why did you choose guitar? Now, when I started playing back in the 1890s, the pat answer was to meet chicks. Now, the terminology may have changed somewhat, and that is still one of the answers people give, to appear sexually attractive to whatever gender or persuasion they are attracted to. Once you get past that, of course, there's a bit more to it. A big part of why people like the guitar and respond to it and attracted to it is its expression, its ability to give voice, as it were. And that's an important word. A large part of what we do on the guitar is about manipulating pitch. The bending, the vibrato, the whammy bar, the slide even. It's all about manipulating pitch. In quite minute detail as well. We've not got tones and semitones, there's quarter tones, eighth tones even. These little inflections of pitch that make the guitar sing. And that's, again, another important word, because ultimately all you're doing when you do that is emulating the human voice, which has infinite subtlety of pitch and expression, particularly in sort of blues-derived styles, where the in-between notes are just as important as the main notes, if not more so. So today we're going to look at exactly that. We're going to look at one of my favourite songs, and we're going to look at how we can render the vocal melody. And to that end, we've got to focus on the mechanics of expression. Now, this may shock you if you're a regular on the channel. Today I'm going to be using the Strat. I know. This is my old Tokai Strat, 1982. And even more shocking, I'm going to be doing it in standard tuning, because I want all you normal people out there to benefit from this. And also, this is about lazy playing in a sense. It's not about histrionics, it's not about big stretches, any of that stuff. It's about really very often pentatonic bass melodies, simple melodies, and diving into the mechanics of the expression. How do we attack this note? How do we put pitch inflections on it? The duration, the articulation. So it's not just left hand, a lot of right hand stuff involved in this as well. So to that end, we're going to have a double camera angle. It's going to get all technical. So we're going to have an over the neck position for the camera on the left hand, and hopefully a good angle on the right hand, because there's an awful lot that goes on in the right hand that very often escapes people's attention, because obviously it's hidden. You can't see what's going on with the pick, because buried in the fingers, and the fingers might be being used and you don't even notice. So let's get straight to it. The song in question is 10cc's I'm Not in Love, an old perennial favourite of many of you, I'm sure, but it's a great vehicle for this. Let's check it out. So I'm going to start by just running through the melody as I play it, and giving you the notes, the pitches, and then we'll dissect each of the little phrases in turn. Okay, so here we go. So the first phrase is this, or sub-phrase really. So that's C sharp and E, just back and forth. 6th fret, 5th fret. And then it's C natural, E, F sharp. So it's going around the chords. It's going from A major 7th to A minor 7th. So don't forget it. Oh, I should be singing. So C, E, F sharp, E, C. And then it's just a funny phase I'm going through. So there the chord's going from an E major first inversion to an A flat major first inversion. So it's G sharp and B. Going to C and A flat if we're being pedantic. And then it's D sharp, E, C sharp, which I'm doing there on the 4th and 5th of the B string, going to the 6th of the G string. And there's this little, I think it's a backing vocal phrase, which of course is prevalent in everybody's memory. They're gonna, you want to play that, and that's G sharp, F sharp, back to the G sharp, and then C sharp, and then I'm probably putting this in, but C sharp, B, back to C sharp, and then it's back to the C sharp, E bit, and then this sort of end phrase, C sharp to G sharp, B. And the final bit is G sharp, E, which I'm playing on the B string. Okay, so let's take the first of those. So I might do that. I might slide into the C sharp and vibrato the E. There I've just added an inflection, an upward inflection on the E. Pick harmonics like there. And the thing to notice there is there's always a certain amount of right hand palm muting going on, just to again give shape to the notes individually instead of a, that's going to add dynamics and articulation, because when somebody sings a vocal line, you've got consonants and vowels, they're the other ones, and you've got like hard consonants and they sound differently. So you can emulate that to some degree by how you shape the notes. So anywho, it's a very quick but small vibrato there. So I'm putting a tiny little upward inflection on there. I probably wouldn't want to do that generally because it's the 5th of the chord. Sound a bit rubbish, and then on to the next phrase. And so don't forget it. So I'm just picking the first two notes and then hammering on the third. So don't. Oops. That doesn't work, the slide's not so good. And again, I'm releasing that note early, truncating that slightly. You could bend it. I don't think it works as well as. And I'm also picking some of these notes in a very particular way where I'm not really attacking them. There's no percussive strike, there's no... I'm actually using what I call a compression stroke, where you push in through to the string and just let the string sort of release back. And at this point I've dropped my pick, so hang on. There we go. That's good, wasn't it? There's another one. On to the next bit, G sharp B. A lot of slides there. You notice how I'm using a very lazy left-hand position there. There's no stretches. Just all very nice and relaxed and comfortable. So a lot of the great stuff you can derive from this is the fact you don't have to have mega chops. You can greatly improve the how good you sound just by articulating well and phrasing. And of course, that does involve technique. It's not technique that people associate with technique, if you see what I mean. It's kind of low-key technique, you should call it. Pitch control, your right hand articulation, vibrato. Anyway, so there's one of these sort of quick consonants. It pays just to do a slight right hand muting there. Now, normally I play that. Or I can play it there. Of course, we had a tonal difference when we do that. You can also use your fingers to great effect sometimes. So once again, I'm using a pick note to a hammered note and cutting the hammered note short. And then a resting upstroke compression stroke in the right hand for that third note. That's another great expressive technique. Sliding in and out of notes. We've done into notes. So don't do it all the time though. It gets old pretty quick. Then we have this little backing vocal phrase. That's how I tend to play it. Again, first note, cut short. So there, yeah, I'm cutting that first note short, putting quite a quick but shallow vibrato on the second note. Oh. And then hammering on the third note, going back to the G sharp, and again, just cutting that slightly short. And then the C sharp under my first finger. I'm actually releasing the note both with my left and my right. And I'm sliding back and forth. But you could go. I think that might be better. And then again, a slight upward, sort of, that's an eighth tone really. So the first two notes there muted. And that's about an eighth bend, an eighth note, quarter note. There's quarter notes. And this is about an eighth. So, you know, you've got a whole tone bend, a semitone, and then there's about 3 or 4 different notes in there. That's the subject for a whole other video. And then this final line. The double slide, no. There's some ideas there. And one fundamental thing to think about is if you've got two notes that are jumping back and forth between each other, as very often is the case in vocal melodies, because they're simplistic very often, and sort of this pentatonic. So the tendency is to play them that way, but you can, instead of totally different vibe, different sound, of course. Getting one of those little bends. One interesting strategy is to just try and play everything on one string. You get total uniformity of tone, so. Again, shallow, slow vibrato. And not necessarily bringing that in immediately. And then. So all this stuff's worth experimenting with. Slowing it down, just thinking about the length and the quality of each note. So I'm just going to do a little playthrough on this now, just to sort of put it all together. And there's a backing track you can download. And so have a go for yourself. It's really satisfying stuff to do. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Get involved. Let me know what you reckon. Leave a comment. Click like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And maybe we'll do more of this sort of thing. May the fourths be with you, but they weren't this time. But you know what I mean. Take it easy. Bye.